Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. We hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we are going to take a look at upcoming best animated releases of 2020 and 2021. If you like our work, then don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing and exciting videos. Many animated movies were going to be released in 2020, but due to the ongoing crisis of the pandemic, most of the releases were postponed till the end of the year. But no worries, because we've got you covered. This list features some of the best and anticipated animated releases till 2021. Take a seat and enjoy the video. Number 10. Minions: The Rise of Gru. When you talk about the animated features of the 2010s, there is no denying that nothing is bigger than the Despicable Me franchise, which kickstarted the world of the Minion movies. On July 2nd, 2021, the Minions are going to make a comeback on the big screen with the international release of Minions: The Rise of Gru. The movie was originally set to be released on July 3rd, 2020, but they had to reschedule as the studio had to be closed due to the pandemic. The important thing about the movie is that it will tell the story of how Gru was able to meet the Minions. This will definitely bridge the gap between the first Minions movie and the Minions prequel. However, another thing to note here is that we won't be getting the full story behind the meeting of Gru, the Minions. This leaves room for another movie for the franchise in the future. Instead, this installment will focus mainly on the first meeting of young Gru with his Minions. Number 9. Scoob. After many years of anticipation, Warner Bros. Finally decided to give the beloved cartoon character a shiny animation update. Yes, Scooby-Doo is returning to the big screen, along with his mystery-solving team. Making a decision for the animated movie was a risky move for the studio after all the mishap that went down with the animation of Sonic the Hedgehog. Thankfully, the animation team for this movie is led by a veteran of Warner Bros., Tony Cervoni, who is making possible to take the animation in a faithful direction. In fact, the characters are getting 3D animation treatment for the first time ever. The film creates an origin story for the Great Dane, while doubling up as an epic adventure that takes audiences to the four corners of the globe. The theatrical release for the movie was canceled due to the pandemic. It was digitally made available on May 15, 2020. The movie received mixed reviews from the critics and topped the digital movie charts during the opening week. The movie has a star-studded cast which features Zac Efron, Amanda Seyfried, and Gina Rodriguez. Number 8. Connected. This is another work of Sony Animation. It was originally titled as The Mitchells vs. the Machines. The movie is set to be released on October 23, 2020. It centers on a dysfunctional yet loving family whose road trip is interrupted by a global tech uprising. Everything electronic, from smartphones to refrigerators to a new line of personal robots, has decided it's time to overthrow humanity. But with the help of two friendly, malfunctioning bots and their chubby pug, the Mitchells overcome their squabbles, come together as a family, and save the world. Quite interesting. Number 7. The Croods 2. Ever since the release of Croods back in 2013, there have always been speculations about a possible sequel. But during all this time, the production team at DreamWorks Studios changed its mind quite a lot of times. For example, it was announced in 2016 that the sequel had been canceled. But just a year later, it was announced that the pre-production for the sequel had been started. The movie will focus on the Croods meeting an advanced Betterman clan. The tagline is simple: the Croods face their biggest threat since leaving the cave: another family. Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, and Ryan Reynolds return, alongside new stars Leslie Mann and Peter Dinklage. The movie is going to be released on December 23, 2020. Number 6. The Spongebob Movie: Sponge on the Run. Yes, you heard it right. SpongeBob SquarePants is finally making a comeback on the big screen this year. The movie will feature SpongeBob in action as he goes on a mission to save Gary, and he travels to the lost city of Atlantis. Like Despicable Me, this installment will talk about the origin tales of how SpongeBob and Gary first met. Unlike the previous release of the franchise, SpongeBob Out of Water, which featured the character merging in a live-action setting, this installment will completely take place underwater. Besides this will be the first time that SpongeBob will be getting a 3D treatment. Paramount Pictures plans to release the film in theaters on August 7, 2020. The film was initially set to release in late May of 2020, but was postponed due to the ongoing pandemic. Number 5. Bob's Burgers, the movie. This movie took many years in the making, but it is finally getting released on April 19, 2021, instead of the original release date of July 2020. Fans have been very excited about this project. The show has been in its 10th season so far. It has developed a good, dedicated fan base. You should expect to see all your favorite characters from the show on the big screen, including all the Belcher family and Teddy. What's more, it has been confirmed that the movie will feature original songs, and there will also be a subplot which involves Louise and Coochie Kopi. Number 4. Wish Dragon. Sony Animation will be taking over for the making of Wish Dragon. In fact, the film is the first product of Sony Pictures Animation's new international initiative. Experienced visual development artist Apple Hans writes and directs this original. The voice cast stars Constance Wu and Jackie Chan, who is co-producing through his company Sparkle Roll Media. The studio has previously worked on the Oscar-winning animated feature Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse. The plot of the film will feature a genie in the bottle retelling, based in contemporary China. This modern-day fairy tale picks up the moral challenges that emerge from the encounter between a boy and a dragon who is able to make wishes come true. Although there is no official release date yet for the movie, it is set to release simultaneously in the United States and China this year. Number 3. Soul. Another year, another Pixar movie. The Pixar studio is back again with amazing and innovative ideas. This time they are going to take you to a whole new world with a meaningful touch. The movie was originally scheduled for release on June 19, 2020, but it was pushed back to November 20th due to the closing of cinemas. This Pixar movie is directed by Peter Docter, who is the mastermind behind Up and Inside Out. Assuming from the trailer, it certainly looks like the movie will appeal to adult audiences mostly. The movie is based on a jazz musician who seems to be separated from his soul. Bringing this concept of soul into the movie wasn't easy for the makers, as it was difficult to design. The studio had to consult with several religious and cultural personalities to design Soul. The original jazz songs for the movie will be written by Jon Batiste. The film stars the voices of Jamie Foxx, Tina Fey, Questlove, Felicia Rashad, Daveed Diggs, and Angela Bassett. Although the movie has a theme which tackles adult issues, we are pretty sure that Pixar will find a way to cater this to audiences of all ages, like they did with Up. However, there is no denying that this is the most mature release from the studio so far. Number 2. Over the Moon. Netflix is slowly making its way into the dreamy world of animation in Hollywood. This is the third original animated feature for Netflix. The first two were Klaus and The Willoughbys. In this way, Netflix is a strong contender for the Oscar race. The plot of this animated feature revolves around young Fei-Fei, who decided to build a rocket and head to the moon in order to find the moon goddess. Although there is no official release date for the movie, it is supposed to be available on Netflix in the fall of this year. It will be released in theaters in China. Besides this, the movie is the feature directorial debut of the animation titan Glenn Keane. The movie is being produced by Shanghai's Pearl Studio. Number 1. Raya, the Last Dragon. After many years of anticipation, the Walt Disney Animation Studios have finally decided to explore the fantasy genre and hidden realms of dragons and put it on the big screen. In 2021, the studio will be releasing Raya and the Last Dragon. The film features a warrior, voiced by Cassie Steele, searching for a water dragon, which is voiced by Awkwafina. According to the synopsis of the movie provided by Disney, the water dragon is supposed to be the only living species of its kind, making it rare. The movie was originally slated for release in November 2020, but due to the pandemic, the date has been pushed back to March 12, 2021. In May 2018, That Hashtag Show reported that Walt Disney Animation Studios was developing an original animated film titled Dragon Empire, which would be the directorial debut of story artists Paul Briggs and Dean Wellens, and written by Kyle Murray. In August 2019, Disney officially announced the movie at D23 Expo. If you are a huge fan of animated movies, then you may know that the plot of this movie sounds like a mixture of How to Train Your Dragon and Rio. But there is no denying that Disney has been bringing innovative ideas lately, and we can't wait to see what this flick has to offer. Which one of these upcoming movies are you excited for? Tell us in the comments. We hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.